Situation report, cold as hell. Situation report 2.0, McLaren's still not back. Let's go upstairs. I'm gonna do a separate video on all that and why it's taken so long for the car to come back, but I gotta fill out some paperwork, show you guys what that paperwork is, and just kind of explain it a little bit. So, car's still at the dealership. Not really anybody's fault. It's been a little bit more things found on the car than what we expected that was there. Again, I'm gonna be doing a separate video on that. Kind of elaborating everything, but what here is the extended warranty packet of just lots of paperwork and stuff in here that I've got to fill out, sign, send back so they can renew my warranty. I think I shared this once before when I initially was buying the car, and then also when I renewed the car. I can't remember if I showed it or not, but it's basically a bunch of paperwork you go through, and you know, dealerships have their services that they offer, like the wheel protection and whatnot. You either accept that, decline that, they'll add it onto your bill. But this is just all paperwork that I need to fill out stating, hey, I'm buying the warranty, the car's already in warranty, so I can just sign this paperwork. You know, there's transport policies, there's the extended service contract. So Philly has it all organized and kind of laid out. I'm gonna make sure my address isn't on here, but you know, sign here, do this. It's all pretty straightforward, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill this out, get it in the mail, send it out to them, and then hopefully the car will be back here very soon. So I'm gonna get that mailed out. Let's hop down to the garage here quick. Now, I know, I'm sure you hear it from every automotive YouTuber out there, but this time of year just sucks in PA. I mean, it's just colder than heck. It gets dark at like 4:45. This is not my full-time job, so doing YouTube is a hobby of mine. I love doing it. It's great, especially in the summertime, springtime, fall, but wintertime just sucks because I can't film at work. I can't go out and do things during the day for the most part at work, so I'm stuck filming either weekends if the weather's nice to go out and about, or pretty much in the house, in the garage here where we're at. And unfortunately, the weather these past like 2 weekends has just been horrible. I mean, look, the Infiniti is just destroyed with snow. I actually haven't even driven the Honda because the Honda's tucked away and covered in snow, and those are summer tires. So it's definitely an interesting drive, I should say. It's like driving on rocks, but it's been so cold that the battery on the Infiniti is dying. I'm not sure if any of you guys have G37. I think the G35s had the problem too. These cars are just, they have a short to power, or they just draw power from somewhere and the battery just slowly dies. You get about 1.5 years on an OEM battery, and then it starts running out of juice. And you know, I've talked to the dealership about it, my local dealership, and they're like, that's kind of the characteristic of the car, which to me is crap. I mean, no car should have a drain like that, especially a newer car. At least don't call it a characteristic, call it a problem and fix it. But I'm kind of stuck in this battery loop because the warranty on the battery is, you know, they're covering some of it. So I can't just go buy like a better battery. So when it's super, super, super cold out and it's about 1 year after the replacement battery was put in, the car just dies, like, or won't start, it won't crank over. So that's what this wreck is over here. You see, this is the McLaren charger here, but I have my old Lamborghini charger, so I've been clamping pretty much onto the battery on the super cold nights. Now it's pretty warm in here in my garage. I would say it's like 50 degrees in here, so it's not too bad, but I worked from home the past 2 days, so I haven't driven the car, so I clamped this on. It's just funny. I got an extra Lambo battery, but C-Tech is the brand of these, and they make all these for all the manufacturers, you know, Lamborghini, McLaren, and everything. But that's why too you won't see any of my detailing stuff put away, because it's fairly warm in here. Nothing really freezes in here. I mean, I'm out here in a sweatshirt. I could really probably be out here in just a long sleeve t-shirt. It's not too bad. I mean, that's insulated, that's insulated, that's insulated. So really the only thing is the garage door that's not insulated, but I'm probably end up insulating it as well. But you know, so I haven't even had a chance to really detail. That's why this car is so filthy. I haven't been over to the shop. I know Shane's even been busy with just fulfilling the thousands of orders that came in for the Corvette Street Speed giveaway, so I haven't even been over there. It's just been like, I think everybody's kind of in just like their own like you know, hibernation mode type thing. Obviously, when I get the truck, that'll be a lot easier to do some cool content and whatnot, but you know, I can't really off-road with that. It just doesn't work. The Honda has a better chance of off-roading anywhere. You know, that's what's going on. I want to get the car back. It's just weird walking around here and not, you know, having the car. It's been a couple weeks. Unfortunately, some things came up with it that, again, I will elaborate on. But I miss having it in here. It's just kind of like, you know, blank space. And it'd just be nice to get it back and at least just even detail it. You know, I want to get it all cleaned up, do some kind of winter cleaning tips on it. What do you do when it's super, super cold outside? I might even do it on the Infinity because it is so dirty, but that's the point where it's getting a little too dirty for me to want to do like a waterless wash video or something like that. But I want to do some winter detailing tips because I think this is a perfect scenario to show you guys that, you know, if it's so cold outside and you have certain things, you can do things inside. Now, again, with stuff like this, when a car gets so dirty, you know, your best bet to clean all this is a pressure washer, you know, heavy soap, lots of lubrication. But, you know, if the car's not too dirty and you just don't want to wash it outside and it's too cold, you can have other methods of doing that. So I'm probably going to do a video or two here when the McLaren comes back. I'll do one, and I'll do one on more of a daily driver as well, more of like a show car versus a daily driver winter cleanup. I think that would be a good video to show you guys, which leads me to my next point. The last video on how not to snowboard, I announced the winner of the Adam Swirl Killer giveaway. Now, the winner is Grant Eshelman. Grant, if you're watching, I have not heard from you, so I want to give this kit away. I'm going to give you a couple more days to reach out to me, shoot me a message, reply here, do something, but I want to get that kit out to you. If you don't reply, I would say probably in the next like 5 to 7 days, I'm going to give that kit away to somebody else from that video, and I'll either announce that on Instagram or I'll find a way to announce that. But, you know, stay tuned, guys, to anybody who's watching because your chances might not be over yet. So, Grant, again, if you're watching, reach out to me. I want to get that out to you, make sure you get it. I'm a man of my word, but I want to be fair to everybody else. So if you don't want it, I guess don't respond, and I'll give it to somebody who's going to use it and really utilize it and can help craft their skill set. There's a couple things in here that I want to try out. I have a new sprayer bottle here, a foaming bottle, actually, a foaming sprayer. It's like, you know, kind of like one of those garden weed sprayers, but this is actually foaming. So I want to try that out. I have some Ec2O waterless wash. This is what I was talking about in terms of the winter cleaning. I probably am going to do a special concoction. That's what I have this guy sitting here for. I'm going to do probably a mixture of that and a silica spray sealant in there to kind of get a good mix of something for a waterless wash or a detail spray for a coated vehicle, because that is different. You know, you shouldn't really be using a standard, you know, detail spray on a coated vehicle. You know, using this on here is totally fine. This is my Infinity is not coated at all, so I can, you know, I carry a bottle of this, the detail spray, and the waterless wash with me in that car to kind of clean up more or less bird dropping and bugs. We got a couple of things. I gotta reorganize all this. I'm gonna go through some of this stuff, go through some of my products in here. I've done this previously. If you guys are new to the channel, I usually go through some seasonal cleaning, and I'll end up giving a big box of stuff away to anybody. I'll probably just run a contest, whether it's here again on Instagram. Again, I'd like to get back to you guys, and I know a lot of you are here because of the detailing, and I want to be able to give you some tools and give you some things that maybe I used to use, didn't use, but for me it's just going to sit here and go to waste. So I'd rather just give it to somebody who's going to use it or can try it and play with it rather than just throwing it out. So I will be going through that here soon. Sidebar, hope you guys had a great New Year's. Thank you all for your support in 2017, 2018. The outlook's looking pretty good, so looking forward to it. But anyways, we got cleanup on that. So hopefully the McLaren comes back soon. I'm being patient. I'm being very, very patient, but I want to get some detailing videos out on that, like I said, with the Infinity, and hopefully you guys can learn a little bit of what to do when it's, you know, freaking 9 degrees outside. I know it's not the coldest part of the United States, but it's pretty dang cold out. The wind chill's got to be like -20. So get back to some detailing videos. I know they're not at the shop, but I'll do some here in the old school garage like I used to before. Almost time to put these guys away too. Now, if you guys can't tell, I'm not a fan of cold weather. Just, I mean, to be honest with you, who is? I'm one of those guys that if it's like below 30 with any sort of wind, I'm inside. I'm not going anywhere. Cold to me, I don't want to have to put 1,500 layers on to go outside. Not a fan, not a fan. I'd rather be 105 and hot and humid, to be honest with you, than freezing with 25 layers on. I know, I guess it depends per person, but if I go outside and my face hurts, that's not for me. So you guys will hear me complain about cold weather a lot. I don't mean to be a broken record. If you haven't figured it out by now, I hate cold. So this sucks. It's just not a good time of year for us car guys. You know, I don't have a big truck yet or anything like that to be able to kind of take that out and play in that. I just have the Infiniti and the Honda on top of the McLaren. So I just wanted to have that little sidebar in here that cold's it's not for me. Not for me at all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have an update video here shortly on the McLaren, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you on the next one.